Well, now to a family that truly has fought the good fight. For 30 years, since the death of his daughter Anna, Tony Wood has educated youngsters on the dangers of taking drugs. That message is more important now than ever because of new synthetic drugs hitting our shores.
It's not easy losing a kid, I tell you. I don't want to lose any children anymore.
To the country, Anna Wood was a 15-year-old schoolgirl who died from an ecstasy overdose.
An experiment at a dance party with ecstasy triggered an allergic reaction. Within hours, she was dead.
But to her family, she was just Anna.
We were close, we were 2.5 years apart. So I think just sharing clothes, fighting over clothes and makeup.
It hasn't changed. It's still very hurtful and sad every time I think about it.
30 years ago, Anna tried ecstasy for the first time at a dance party with friends. When she became sick, they took her home and put her to bed.
It was here, police say, she took the ecstasy capsule on Saturday night. By 11 the next morning, she was on life support in Royal North Shore Hospital.
Anna was brain dead. Her family, Dad Tony, Mum Angela and big sister Alice, made the heartbreaking decision to turn off her life support and donate her organs. That saved 5 lives.
I think the big moment was when Anna's organs were donated, and it took some months, but actually receiving the letters from those recipients brought so much comfort, and actually the first sort of thread of joy.
In the days after Anna's death, the state government promised zero tolerance to drug suppliers.
The lesson out of this is that it's not possible to think of ecstasy as a risk-free drug. It is a very dangerous drug, as all illegal substances are.
A Current Affair hosted a forum just 2 days after Anna's death, her parents promising to warn others.
I know she hasn't died for nothing. I won't let her die for nothing. Couldn't do that.
And I think, yeah, he possibly was the impetus of something that grew bigger than we ever imagined.
And it can happen to anybody.
Tony and Angela felt it was their responsibility to speak out so other families wouldn't go through what they did.
When Anna died, it felt like the right thing to do. I was only 17, but I think my parents, what happened was it kind of gave you a sense of purpose and a sense of a passion, really.
Well, it did. She was a happy kid.
Yeah.
A purpose that fueled them for years, travelling Australia, speaking to anyone who would listen to Anna's story.
Alice, I guess there's a whole generation that never touched drugs because of Anna's story, isn't there?
Oh, definitely. 30 years later, it's surprising to me how many people still remember that day in 1995.
A book was written about the case, still as popular now, and thanks to Angela, who never stopped telling her daughter's story.
I think she probably spoke at most high schools in Australia over her 7 years. That was just her job, and you know, she did not stop, never had a holiday, and I think I'm just so proud that she did that.
Every now and again on my old computer down there, I'll get an email from someone saying, you know, I've been offered drugs, but because of your talk that you did at my school, I've never touched them.
I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
They did a really good job, and it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy for any of you.
No.
No.
I think the fight was bigger than just, you know, kids and schools and families.
But 30 years on, the fight has changed from prevention to reducing harm.
People have always used substances, and I think it would be naive to assume that people are going to suddenly stop using substances if we tell them that they're illegal.
Health data shows 12.5% of Australians aged over 14 have tried ecstasy. That's nearly 3 million people. Royal Australian College of GPs, Dr Marguerite Tracy.
We've got a bit of a way to go yet. We certainly are more able to talk about substance use. We know that it shouldn't be a war on drugs.
Dr Tracy says the emphasis for healthcare professionals has transitioned to minimising risk, including supporting pill testing so people know what they're taking.
11% of the substances that were tested were not what the person thought they had purchased. 40% of people, when the substance was tested, said they would use less or not at all.
But testing only goes so far. Dr Tracy wants users to know every time they take a drug, they risk their lives. And even more so with new, stronger synthetic drugs hitting our shores.
And nitazines are a really powerful synthetic opioid, much, much stronger than even fentanyl.
Nitazines are being cut into every type of drug. Last month, police arrested a 20-year-old man who allegedly supplied vape refills laced with the potentially deadly drug.
They were involved in supplying synthetic opioids in vape liquid vials. It was deliberately creating dependency, hooking customers for repeat business.
In the few years nitazines have been detected in Australia, dozens of people have died from overdoses. A nasal spray called naloxone, which is free, can counteract it. Doctors want all drug users to have it on hand.
We need to be educating our young people about the harms. Obviously, it would be great if no one used substances. It would put me out of a job. But if people are using substances, they need the right information about that.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Alice now has her own children who are around the same age as Anna when she died.
It's just about having the strength of character to do what you want to do rather than being swept away into a moment of peer pressure. And 30 years, it's such a long time. But 15 years old, it was too young. It felt very young.
But her legacy will forever be drug education and a lesson to always help your friends.
For parents, we have to do a better job at helping our kids understand that they're never going to be in trouble for telling the truth. They're never going to be in trouble for helping somebody. They're actually going to be rewarded and admired for being brave.
Yeah, and it's so brave the way the Wood family responded to that terrible day 30 years ago. Who knows how many lives their campaign might have saved over that time. An important message.